What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a tier list video. Today's tier list is going to be on the Super Mario games. There's 3 rows of 1, 2, 3. I don't really know. There's basically three rows of games that I'm going to be putting on a tier list. And since Hotel Mario isn't on this tier list, I'm going to have to go ahead and give that an S++ tier. As an entire, that game deserves it, mainly because of the cutscenes in the game. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into this. Super Mario Maker. I assume this is gonna be the Wii U one. I remember playing this game a lot whenever I got my Wii U back in 2015. It was a lot of fun. I think I'll give it like a solid like A or B, because it was like the first you can make your own levels. I still go back to my levels this day. I even made a video about it on my YouTube about me going back to see my own levels. So yeah, that'd be a good A tier for me. Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. This game was probably the worst out of the whole Mario and Luigi franchise, in my opinion. It did a good concept. I didn't even play all of it, to be honest. I didn't play most of it. But the concept was cool. You know, Paper Mario crosses over with Mario and Luigi series, which is a great idea. But it just didn't go well. It was just boring, in my opinion. I didn't really like it very much. So for that, I'll give it a D tier. Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. This game was great. It's one of my very first Luigi's Mansions games that I played. I remember getting it on like launch month. I didn't get on launch day. I got it on launch month on March 2013 or 2012 it was. I remember begging for that game a lot. But whenever I did play it, I was stuck on the first mansion, and I was like, oh, there's one mansion, it'd be over. And spoiler alert, there's 5. So I thought there's only going to be one mansion, like in the original Luigi's Mansion, which I didn't even play at that point. Yeah. So it was a big surprise to me as a kid whenever there was like 5 different ones to do. So that was like, it was great. So I think I'll give this, probably give it a B, if I'm being honest. Okay. New Super Mario Bros. U. Not as good as New Super Mario Bros. Wii. Mario Bros. Wii was the GOAT. Was the best one out of the whole series. Mario Bros. U, the only really cool thing about it was that you can use the acorn power-up, which was a new one in the game. And if you're playing 2-player, you could put platforms on the gamepad to help your friend get through the level. So it was, I give it like a C. Wasn't that great. Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story, one of my favorite games ever. If we're talking RPGs, Bowser's Inside Story, played it so much as a kid. It was one of my childhood games, partly why I love it so much, and just the story. Hence Bowser's Inside Story. The story of it is just great. Like, you can't beat it. It's so good. I have even played the remake because I just love the original so much. I still have my copy from whenever I was little. So this is going to get an easy S tier. Mario Bros. Wii. Like I was saying just a second ago with Mario Bros. U, this is the GOAT. This is the one you want to play if you're trying to play New Super Mario Bros. Wii. It is the most nostalgic for me. I mean, most of these games are going to go off of nostalgia and how well of a game they are in general, in my opinion. So, Mario Bros. Wii, I remember going to a cousin's house whenever I was little and they had the game. I was like, I really want that game. I really want to play it. I want to have it for myself. And then I got it for Christmas back in like 2011. So that was really nice. So, just for nostalgia purposes, it's going to go in and yeah, actually, yeah, this is kind of what it is. It's nostalgia for me. It's a really good game. I love it. Love that game. New Super Mario Bros. DS. This one I also played a lot of, but I always liked Mario Bros. Wii better. But this one's always been fun. The multiplayer and the mini games are especially fun. Especially gambling with Luigi. Imagine being a gambling addict at the age of freaking 6. Yeah. But the mini games are notoriously like they're great. They're awesome. Everyone loves them. Nintendo should bring them back, but they don't because gambling. So I think I'll give this a solid. I want to give it an A, but I also want to give it a B. I think I'll go ahead and give it a B because it's not as good as Mario Bros. Wii. Super Mario Bros. 2, the Doki Doki Panic ripoff, even though it's not really, it's a ripoff, but it's kind of not a ripoff because it's so popular that like it made Doki Doki Panic seem like a ripoff. But yeah, it's just a reskin of that game, both Mario characters and enemies. Actually, no, the Shy Guys is what came from Doki Doki Panic, and it just came to Mario, and they're like, yeah, we stole this guy, and you can't do anything about it. So basically, it was. This game is pretty good. It's definitely one of the weirder Mario Bros games. I feel like Mario Bros 1 and 3 are way better than this one. So this one's just gonna have to go. I'm probably gonna give it a D tier. It's a good game, but it's like I could name so many better Mario games than 2. And I've done a speed run for this game before, so. Super Mario Odyssey. I got a recommendation to play this game as like a series on my channel from a person on my stream the last time I streamed, which was not that long ago. But they said, hey, you should play Mario Odyssey. I'm like, I don't really want it. I mean, I already like 100% of that game. I don't really want to play it through it all again. I'm just, People, like, whenever I would hear people, like, do the polls that people do on YouTube, and then, for instance, I'll see one I was like, oh, which Mario game do you want to see have a sequel? And then it'd be like, Mario 64, Sunshine, Galaxy, and Odyssey, and whatnot. And then every single freaking person wants a sequel to Mario Odyssey. I'm like, I just don't care. I would rather have a sequel to Galaxy. That's just me, though. So, aside from that, Mario Odyssey is a pretty good 3D platformer. Not terrible. I will, for me, I'll go ahead and give it a B tier. Actually, no, I'll give it a C. Because it's just, I liked it, but like the older Mario, 3D Marios are my favorite. Mario RPG. Did not play this game a whole lot. I played like the beginning of it. Like I couldn't get past the part. I gave up whenever I got to the part where you had to beat the purple blue crocodile guy because he stole Mallow's money or something like that. And so I just gave up because I didn't want to grind through it all. So yeah, I wasn't about to do all that. But if I did play it all, I mean, I can't really give it like a good tier because I just haven't played a good amount of it. But from what people say, it's like one of the best Mario RPGs you can get. So for that, I'm gonna. It's hard. It's hard for me because I haven't played a good chunk of it to say, yeah, this is a good A tier. But that's probably what it deserves. But for me, it's gonna have to go in probably C tier. Super Mario 3D Land. This game is wonderful. This game's great. Another childhood game that I played on the 3DS. It's an awesome game. Awesome 3D Mario platformer. I remember when 3D World came out, I had to pretend that Mario Land, 3D Land, was 3D World before I even got 3D. They need to make better titles for their games because I'm getting Land and World. It's just confusing. I'm sorry. But I had to pretend that 3D Land was 3D World for the longest time before I even got my Wii U. But anyway, it's really good. It's really good. I remember And then the certain sections where it's like top down is like the pixelated levels with like the pixel art and all that, and like you would get the propeller hat and then like turn on the 3D on the 3DS and then Mario literally pop out at you. It was the craziest crap I've ever seen as a kid. So I'm gonna have to give this an A tier. Super Paper Mario. I love this game. Another game that I played as a kid. Really fun game. I remember beating the whole game, but at certain parts, especially the Cloud World, I think that was like World 7. I think that was right before Count Black. But really, really difficult. It's the most hated part of the whole game for me. Is the Cloud World. It's so confusing to navigate. It's like a whole freaking maze. I hated it. Don't know how I got through it as a kid. I mean, like, there's one part in that game that I just like had to look up a walkthrough because I couldn't read a sign that said press the A button to proceed. I was stupid at the time. I couldn't read. So it is, yeah, I look back at that time and was like, yeah, I'm dumb. But anyway, really good game. I'm gonna have to give this game an A tier. It's really good. Really good. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga. This game is also really good. The first game in the Mario and Luigi series. I never played the original Superstar Saga all the way through, but I have played the remake, which is basically the same but with better graphics and whatnot. And the combos are basically, they tell you what to do when you're about to do them, other than, you know, in the original it didn't tell you. You had to like remember all these combos to do them with, but the remake just kind of like lets it go off easy for you. So I kind of got the easy part of the game, but I beat the whole game. It was really good. This is also one of those games I remember very, very, very faintly as a kid because I had a Game Boy Advance whenever I was like really small. I used to watch the Game Boy Advance videos on it, and the only part I remembered about the game was being in the ice world, and then Luigi was always in front of Mario for some reason, which I didn't really understand why until I replayed the game on the 3DS, the remake. So that was kind of a bit of a nostalgia trip for me too. Most of this is just nostalgia because I played most of these games whenever I was small, whenever I was little. But this game was really good. I'll have to give it a B tier for what it is. Yeah, I mean, I'm going off the remake, but the remake's basically the same as the original, so they're basically the same. Gets a B tier. Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door. This is another game that I pick it up and I put it back down sometimes. Like I just play it and then I just stop playing it for a while. But the last time I played it, I got to the part where you get the giant ghost boob lady. And I was trying to get inside the giant tree in the forest or whatever, the Black Forest. I don't know what it's called. But that's as far as I got in that game. I didn't play. I mean, I played a good chunk of it to be like, yeah, this is good, which I do think it's really good for what it is. It's basically it's the best Paper Mario in the series from what people say, and I can believe that. So based off what I played off of it, and I thought it was really good. If I had enough time and motivation to do it, I could probably beat it. So I'm giving this an A tier. Super Mario 3D World. Like I was talking to a 3D Land. Waited so long to get this game before I had to switch from Land to 3D World. But this game's really good. I remember little bits and pieces of it. I remember playing on my Wii U, and then I freaking bought the re-release on the Switch because I didn't want to have to pull my Wii U out every time I wanted to play 3D World, which is stupid because I had to re-buy it. But for what it is, it's a good 3D Mario game. I'll give it a B tier. New Super Mario Bros. 2. It's very weird how they went about this game because you had Mario Bros. DS, which is the very first New Super Mario Bros. And then you have Mario Bros. Wii, which was supposed to be the sequel to the first one, but I guess it was its own separate series for some reason. And then they made New Super Mario Bros. 2, which I guess was a sequel for New Super Mario Bros. DS. I don't know. It's confusing. But the whole gist of it is you collect coins. So many freaking coins. That's all you do. And there's only 6 worlds. 6 main worlds. And then 2 special worlds. Which I guess it's 8 worlds. It's 8 worlds. But the base game, there's no DLC for it, but like just the base 6 worlds, that's it. 6 worlds. That's not a full Mario game. A full Mario game, just by itself, it should be 8 worlds, and then sure, add like 1 or 2 special worlds, making there 10 worlds. That's freaking awesome. But I don't even know. This game is alright. I just don't like when you play 2-player on this game, you have to share screens. Like Mario and Luigi are always on the same screen. You can't be on like one side of the map and on the other, like one person's on one side, the other person's on the other. That just that's not how it works, which is stupid when you're trying to play multiplayer on that game, because then it just gets very frustrating. I think that you should be able to get your own, because you're playing on 2 DSs, on 2 separate DSs. So you should be able to have your own screen, and then like Mario, Luigi could be on the other side, just doing whatever the frick. They don't gotta be on the same screen, but that's just how it works. So this game just kind of blows in some areas, which I'm gonna have to give it a D for. It's not very good. Mario Luigi Dream Team, another classic I remember playing as a kid. I remember seeing commercials for this game where Bowser would be, no, it was Luigi. Luigi would be sitting on like a hospital bed, and they'd just be pulling on his mustache and just like ripping his face apart while he's just having a dream. It was a really good, really good commercial they did for this game. But the whole concept of it is just like it's just Mario, but he gets like whenever he's in his dreams, he just gets Luigi's spirit and like. Like if you do a jump with Mario, and then a bunch of Luigis fall down on top of Mario after Mario's done a jump, which does more. It's just a really good concept, I think. Really good concept. Another Mario and Luigi game I haven't beat. The only Mario and Luigi games I beat is Superstar Saga and Bowser's Inside Story. That's it. I've never played Partners in Time ever. Never even touched that game. But all the other ones I played at least once. But yeah, this is a good one. I like the idea, I like the concept of it. It's gonna get a B tier. Super Mario Galaxy 2. This game's really good. It's basically just an expansion, or like it's basically what the developers of Mario Galaxy 1 wanted to do with that one, but they didn't have enough time, or they just couldn't do it, so they made a whole separate game with the ideas they had from Galaxy 1. It just made it into a sequel, a full-blown sequel. So that would be like, Yoshi power-ups, and just different, like, I don't even remember what different gimmicks they had in that game. Other than, they had the whole Mario headship thing, Mario spaceship, instead of the observatory from Mario Galaxy 1. But yeah, it's a pretty good Mario Galaxy 2. Sadly, Nintendo was stupid enough not to put it in Mario 3D All-Stars, which is a missed opportunity. A big freaking missed opportunity for people to play this game, which is really good. I think to go as far as to say that it's better than Mario Galaxy 1. It looks better. You get Yoshi, you get it's all just, I think it was more fun whenever I played as a kid. That's probably just because I played as a kid. But anyway, I would have to give this game a good, like 8. I'd probably give it a B tier. Actually, no, I'll give it A. Yoshi's New Island. Again, another game I played on the 3DS whenever I was a little baby in 2014. Pretty sure that's when this game came out, 2014. Also remember seeing commercials for this game whenever I was a kid, and I I would just stay in my house trying to beat this one game. And then, I'd have like buddies come over because I could just walk down the street from them. I'd have buddies come over and they'd be wanting to go out and do some crap. I'd be like, no, I'm trying to beat Yoshi's New Island. Go away. And then they'd just hang around my house while I just beat the game. And I finally did. So, it was a really good game. It was a really good sequel for the original Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo, which I just so happen to have in reaching area on my shelf right now on the original Super Nintendo. But anyway, aside from that, it's a really good Yoshi's Island game. The original on the Super Nintendo is always going to be superior. This one's also really good too. So, I'll give this one a B tier. Paper Mario Paper Mario Color Splash. People don't like this game very much. One, it came out earlier than it was supposed to release. I forget the whole story behind that, but it was supposed to release later, and instead it released earlier. And it was like one of the last games Nintendo released for the Wii U before going to the Nintendo Switch. It was a 2016 release, is what that was. And then it was just kind of like some people liked it, some people hated it. I liked it. I beat the whole game. It was pretty good. The ending, actually no, I shouldn't even talk about the ending. I don't know why I just went straight for the ending. That's a spoiler. It's a really good game. You just use your hammer to fill in colors, like white spots to give it color, and then you get coins and whatnot. It's a good idea. It's an alright idea, but it's not fantastic. But overall, I think I would give this game a C tier. Super Mario Land on the Game Boy. Really old game. I beat this whole thing. I bought it on my 3DS on the Virtual Console, which RIP Virtual Console on 3DS and Wii U next year is gonna die, and it's gonna be so sad. It's gonna suck. But anyway, Mario Land on the Game Boy. It's pretty good. It's not great. It's weird. Turtles explode for some reason. You get a power-up called the Super Balls. Yeah, just think about that for a second. Super Balls. Who would call a power-up that? It's stupid. It's weird. Why would you do that? It's an okay Mario Land. The sequel is obviously really better. It's okay. I'll give it a C tier. And since I'm seeing Mario Land 2 right down here, I might as well talk about that one. This one's way better. It gives you a whole world map to work with. And it's just, you get better power-ups. You get fireballs and not super balls. Which, thank God. And then you get bunny ears to fly, which doesn't really make sense to me, but whatever. You get different, like, areas to explore. It's just a better game overall. I remember liking it way more. So this is going to get a good B tier. Alright. Luigi's Mansion. Really good. I think if I were to rate the 3 Luigi's Mansion games right now, Dark Moon would be S tier. The original Luigi's Mansion would be like bottom, and then Luigi's Mansion 3 would be in the middle. So it'd be Dark Moon, 3, and original. I mainly put 3 in the middle because it's just the expressions. But I'm not talking about the third one. I'm talking about the original one. The original one's really good. It's really it's more for the people who are nostalgic for it. I never grew up playing it. I played it later on in life, which I beat the whole game. It was the final boss freaking sucks. Hated it because every time I'd freaking die, I'd end up like going back to the main room in the mansion with like 14 health. I had to go around the mansion getting health, which was so freaking hard to do. Like, why are you gonna make me respawn with like about to die as soon as I respawn, and so I can't even beat the boss? But I did, some freaking how. It was so angering. It made me so angry. But aside from the rest of the game is really good. Um, it's yeah. If it would scare your freaking socks off if you were like 6, I promise you that. So for that, I'll give it a good C tier. Mario Luigi Partners in Time. Again, I like I said earlier, I have never played this one at all. I mean I just know that you do combos with Baby Mario and Luigi, which is the whole gimmick of the game. That they're back in time and they're with their baby selves. So Mario RPG I've at least played a little bit, but not like too much. But this one, I literally haven't even really played it or given it a good chance. So I'm just gonna have to put it like E tier. I know there's big fans for this game, and you're probably gonna hate me for putting it at E tier, but I just haven't played it, so I can't really give it a rating. Paper Mario Nintendo 64. This is a really good Paper Mario. Same thing with Mario RPG. Haven't really played it enough to be like, yeah, I can put it at this tier. Can't really do that for this one either, because I've always played the newer Paper Marios over the older ones. I'm not really good at like really tactical like older RPGs, especially ones like Dragon Quest and Final Fantasy. I like those games a lot anyway, but I can only get to a certain point of the games before I'm like, yeah, I don't want to do this anymore. It's too difficult. But Paper Mario didn't really. I have it on the excuse me. I have it on my virtual console on my Nintendo Wii, but I didn't really even play it that much. I played like the opening scene and then like Toad Town, and that was it. So I don't know. I can't really give this one I know it's a good Paper Mario game. I'll just have to. I played it more than Partners in Time, so I'll give it a D tier. Paper Mario Sticker Star. People absolutely despise this Paper Mario game. For whatever reason. I guess they just don't like the sticker mechanic part of it. Personally, I like this game. The overworld. I think that's what people also hated about it, was that it had an overworld. People didn't like that. I did. I thought it was okay, because I was a little kid. I remember whenever I got this game around Christmas time, whenever it came out, I would take it everywhere. I wouldn't stop playing it because of how much I liked it. I would go to restaurants and still be playing my DS, and then my gran would tell me, hey, you need to put that away, we're eating. And I just didn't want to put it down. This is how much I liked the game. It was really good. I like the technique and strategy behind it, where you have to collect stickers and save up certain, and then you can collect real objects and then put them on like a board or something, and then turn them into like stickers, and then those would be like your super moves. I love that. It's such a good idea. So for me, this one's gonna have to go in B tier. Super Mario 64. I remember playing this game so much as a kid. I played the DS version more, but it's basically the same thing, but with more stars. But the original was so good. It's really good. Like, do I even need to say anything more about this game? It's Mario 64. It's getting an S tier. Super Mario Bros. 3. Better than Super Mario Bros. 2. It had a stage play. It was more creative. It was the most creative Mario Bros. Game at the time in 1988. It was really good. People loved that game so much. And I personally liked the sequel, Mario World, better than 3. But that's just personal preference. But Mario Bros. 3, again, doesn't really need an introduction. It's one of those famous Mario games that you just know off the top of your head. Most people do, at least. So for that, I'll give it a B tier. Super Mario All-Stars. I don't know why this is on the list. This is Mario Bros. 1, 2, 3, Lost Levels, and sometimes World. I've already I'm about to rate Mario Bros. So for this one, I'll just go off of Mario Bros. The Lost Levels. So the Lost Levels. Super hard game. Didn't bring it to America until 1993 because it was just Japan thought it was just that hard of a game. They were like, "Oh, these stupid Americans can't beat this game," and then look at this now. It took me so long to beat this game. It wasn't even funny. I was playing it on the what was it? The Wii version, the 25th anniversary All Stars edition. That's the version I played that game on and beat it. And I didn't use no rewind. I didn't use no save states. It was all just blood and sweat from me. Really hard game. Really gives you a good challenge. But since it's a remake of all the classic Marios, it's a really good game. I'll give it an A tier. The original Super Mario Bros. Played this game too many times. Too many times. Like, I could speed run that game and maybe get a world record. Is how much I've played it. But I'd have to play it a little bit for a few more years to get a speed run like that. I know all the secrets. I know all the shortcuts and whatnot. Yeah. Since I played it for so long, I'll give it a B tier. Super Mario Galaxy. Super Mario Galaxy 2 is better in my opinion, but Super Mario Galaxy is equally as good. I played this one also as a kid. Most of the Wii games on here I played as a kid because that's the console I played the most as a kid, and the DS. But yeah, Mario Galaxy, really good Mario 3D platformer game. Better than Sunshine, which is right next on the list. I do not really like Sunshine that much. Mario Galaxy, though, really good. Rosalina's first appearance, the observatory, the way that you get to choose other levels, the way it's all set up. I like it a lot. This one also gets a B tier. Mario Sunshine, stupidly hard game. Anytime someone wants me to play this game, I just avoid it, unless I'm just feeling the mood for the game. I'm just feeling it. But really, I don't really like it that much because of the controls and just how difficult some of the things are. Especially the pinball one where you have to shoot Mario to get the red coins. Hated that so much, with a passion. And the notorious one, the rolling watermelon. Everyone hates that. No one likes it. But overall, the flood mechanic, you get to fly around as Flood, get to shoot stuff with water. It's good. It's a good idea. So I'll give this one a C tier. Super Mario World. I played this one more than the original Mario. I've been playing this game for about 9 years now. And it never gets old. Most of the time. Never gets old. I did a speed run on this game on my channel. I beat it in 14 minutes, something like that. I forget what the world record for the game is, but I want to say it's 8 minutes, if that would be my guess. 8 minutes. But it's a really good Mario World. It's a Mario game, I mean. It's a really good game. I'd have to give it an A tier. Last but not least, Yoshi's Island Super Mario World 2. Better than Yoshi's New Island. I really like this game a lot. The style of it, the crayon aesthetic of it, is really good. Can't go wrong with it. I just like the cutesy little games like this one. But the worst part about this game is Baby Mario crying its face off. No one likes that. Overall, this game is really good. I'll give it a B tier. So yeah, there's the whole tier list of all the Mario. Well, not all of them. That's most of the Mario games. That's just the ones that are on this list. But that's most of the good ones. Most of the really good ones. No Mario sports games. Unfortunately, I have some good memories with those. But this is a tier list. If you like me doing tier list videos and you want to see more tier lists, say, I don't know, a cereal tier list, I don't know, a gaming console tier list. Just something something I could do a tier list on. If you like these, click on the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.